Hello everybody, it is I again, here to make another Illum CCC 3753 video. In this video, we will be going over the rest of the photos in this scrapbook. This is a part 2, if you will. As always, I feel like I need to say I am not an expert. I am not any sort of authority on this matter. I've never gone to college or had any sort of formal education, and if you have a differing opinion than me, then that is good, because it shows that you did your own research and didn't just take my word for everything. With that all out of the way and being said, let's continue. So, last time I was saying how this building, to me at least, does not make sense. You see, I thought that it was this little notch here on building number 3. Building number 3 being the mess hall. And there's a little thing right here, approximately. Or maybe it's number 19 on this map. Let me look. Garbage stand, yes. So the garbage stand is still there. And I always thought, there's a photo of the garbage stand still being there. I showed in the last video. That garbage stand, I always thought in the background on the notch on that building was this spud house, just that they put siding over it. With this photo, I am not entirely certain that that is correct anymore for a couple reasons. Number one, it's standing alone, and number two, this tree is here. If this tree is here, then that tells me there was not a building attached to this, because this tree I don't think would have enough time to grow up otherwise. So that leaves me in a odd situation. Was this part of the mess hall or was it not? I don't really know. But what I do know is that this is a great photo. And if you want, a print of this photo, you can go to the Barry County Museum and Fields Photo Archives to get yourself a print. Continuing on here. We have some sort of a reading lounge. See some magazines here on the table, and maybe some more up there and stuff, and just kind of like a general reading area. 2 windows here, door here. Oh yeah, and then fire buckets, of course. And then yeah, I don't really know where this would have been taken. Here's a token from the Cassville thing, Cassville CCC camp. Here's another photo, I think in the forestry office, or I think it's number 6 on the map. And number 6 is foreman's office. I think it's the foreman's office. I think that because I know that it's not number 5, which is the officers' quarters, and I know that it cannot be the building here that has a fireplace. That's the only other building off the top of my head I can think that has a fireplace, so maybe. Here's the other photo of that. Here's a neat little reunion poster. Here's a good photo of some men. See this, and I think the fountain would be over here. Here you can see a good photo of the welding situation. Blacksmith. See torches and stuff, and just generally kind of see what that would have looked like. Here's another one. To me at least, this building back here looks like the spud cellar. But the door doesn't look like it's sunken. Well, no, I guess it is, because that... So I think this is the spud cellar. But this shows that the spud cellar was definitely not attached to any building. And I think that's the mess hall here. Okay, wait a second. I'm realizing something. Hold on. So if we go, where is it? Towards the beginning here. Where is it? Am I going blind or something? There it is. So, okay, so you can see the front of this building here. So I guess they must have added the Spud Cellar after the fact. Because you can see the stairs are still here. So that is definitely that building. And you can see there's a walkway between the building. So I guess there would be like a walkway here. And then the Spud Cellar here. But I don't know, like just... Maybe it's the perspective of the image, but I feel like that makes it too close to here. I could be wrong. And I don't see how either one would move, so I must be wrong. But here is a good photo of them standing outside of the Spud Cellar. Here's kind of a very bright and overexposed image, but you can see you have the PT board over here, and, you know, kind of the bench and seating area over there. Here you can see this man looking into the pond, and it looks like they made a stack of rocks to put the toad statue in the center of it. See some vehicles over there, and I think that's the welding place. I think is this building. I think that's what it looks like to me, at least. Excuse me. And then, you know, you can see here, you can see this man here. Again, some of these images I don't have, you know, too much to say about. Here's like one of the first reunions, if not the first reunion. Here's a good image of this man sitting on the sundial. See this long building behind him, which you can also see in other things. So let's see if we can identify. So this long building. So which way is he facing? Let's see, so there's the tennis court. So the long building would be like here, but I just do not know what that building is. Maybe it's the school. I don't know. But you can see a little pile there. Another man standing by the sundial. See, this is an image of the kitchen. Excuse me. Excuse me. You can see a good image of the kitchen. Here you can see just barely the Spud Cellar here. Excuse me. As well as the mess hall here. If we continue on, here you can see a good interior shot of the mess hall. That's the name for it. And then here is a very good shot taken, I believe, from the water tower. Out. So let's see. Let's see if we can identify what direction this would be. So I don't see a sign on top of this. So I don't think this is a bunkhouse. So let's see. So here was the water tower. Okay, so it's probably building 6. Which, as said earlier, is the foreman's office. So if that's the foreman's office, then that long building behind it, the image may be flipped, because I think that long building behind it is number 10. which is like the garage building. So I think this image may actually be flipped. I'm not certain about that though. But it could be. Well, I don't know, because this doorway is facing. Let's see, if that doorway is facing, then it cannot be this. Maybe this isn't the fire tower then. Maybe it's just in a tree. Who knows? I don't. Here you can see the frog statue. Aw. See a little bit better. A little googly eye or something on it. Maybe it's a hippo, actually. Or no, it's a light bulb. They put a light bulb on it. Here's a good image of the mess hall. Fire only bucket there. Here's a good image, I think also taken from the fire tower, of this long building. I just don't know what it is. What are you? I don't know. Here you can see some gentlemen standing here by this truck. See some old cars and stuff. Here's a photo taken from the fire tower of the White River. The camp would just be over here. Here's an image taken of the camp. Let's see the board over here. Here's a great image. This is probably one of my favorite images because of what it shows. So, if we look here, this, right? Wait, this is the oil house. Okay. So it was taken, I think, from the tower, looking like this. So you can see number 13. Which is, where is it? 2-1 Blacksmith Shop. So you can see this, number 13. 2-1 Blacksmith. Behind it, you see the oil house. So we look at the map, the oil house. So it's more facing this way than this way on this map, but, you know. You see the oil house. Behind the oil house, you can see this, which I think is the only photo of number 14. What's number 14? Why does 14 matter? That's the fire tool cache. Why does the fire tool cache matter? Because that is a concrete slab that is still there. The sign is like over here, and if you look behind the sign whenever you're going to the park, you can see a concrete slab. That slab is number 14. Number 14, full fire tool cache, is this building right here, and that is the only image, I think, of it. I think. And you can see this is one of the only images I can think of that has the back image of this building right here. Well, what's that building right there? That building right there is number 5. Why does number 5 matter? Because number 5 is the officers' quarters. So, this is a great image. I love this image. This might be the thumbnail of this video. Here's an image of the White River. Kind of give you a good feeling. It almost reminds me of the buffalo, maybe a miniature version of the buffalo. Here's a image, again, I use all the time. There's a few duplicates in here, but you can see, you know, power, or lighthouse, water tower, barracks, you know. Here's a pretty poor quality image, as well as this one and a couple others. But you can see library. Okay. Let's see if we can identify where the library was. Library. I cannot. But that would explain the previous image. So What's this giant concrete slab? That giant concrete slab looks like a front porch or kind of porch area. That concrete slab is probably still there, which means I could probably find out where this was. Probably. Assuming it is still there. Here you can see, I think that's a... Oh, it's a lawnmower something. See these two gentlemen standing by a barracks. Here you can see this image, which I don't think was taken around the CCC camp, but it's still a nice image. Here you can see an image of them working on some machinery. So I think this is the interior of the lighthouse. I think. Which would make this the only photo of the interior of the lighthouse. It's either that or it's the pump house. But just based off this roof, I seriously think this is the lighthouse. I don't really know, though. I'd need an expert to say if this is a water pump or like a generator. Here's a great image of this car. Here's an image of the water level. You can see it's dropped significantly. You see, looks like winter time or something. So, okay, interesting. So this shows me that there's a door on this building. What building is that? Huh. That building's number 6. So this image is wrong. It needs to have a door on this side as well. Photograph trumps map. Here's an image, I think, taken down by the White River. I don't really know, though. Here's an image of some sort of a rock formation. I don't really know where that is either, or if it's still around. This image, it's a little bit brighter, so you can kind of see a little bit better. Illum CCC PX. Canteen. Here you can see all them pipes. See experiment. Or, no, that's double chew. Top. I see Camel. I don't see Prince Albert. They may be sold out. Here you can see this wire screening over the windows. It's a pretty good image of that. As well as this very nice car. Here you can see this guy with his truck and his hat. Then this is a good image. I know roughly where this was taken because I've seen this exact thing before, but I don't know exactly where. So I'll need to do a little bit of looking into where this would have been. Up in the tower, which took me a second to realize what it is. He's in a fire tower. See, these are the stairs right here, and it's just standing on the beams. You couldn't pay me to do that. Here you can see either the pump house or the lighthouse. Well, everyone's lining up for chow. Here you can see a good photo of the white with kind of like this cliff here. Which, based off this level, I'm going to be honest, I think this is shoreline, if I had to guess. Just based off of, you know, kind of imagining what it would look like. I think this is shoreline. This is probably, you'd probably retake this image, and these trees are probably still there. Here's a good photo of some men sitting on a log. Here's some baseball players. Here's the baseball team. See some sort of an axe with something written on it. Here's a great photo. Another great photo. Little frog thing. And then see something written there. That's just a really nice photo. You know, it really gives you a good feeling of what an early morning would have looked like at that camp. Here's the kitchen crew. You can see right here, it's our favorite. It's the spud cellar, as well as, you know, some paths and stuff. You can see top and camel and oh, double chew, no spearmint. How sad. Here you can see some guys, looks like the baseball team going to some sort of a baseball game. Here you can see a good photo of that road going off to the tower, as well as the other side of barracks, I think number 1. See this long building here. Really know where that's at. Fortunately, some men. Looks like he may be. No, those are just slacks. I thought it may have been a backpack. But, you know, ready for an adventure, regardless. Here we can see this guy standing in front of the White River. Don't really know where that is. That doesn't immediately strike me as anywhere specific. Here you can see some guys goofing off and stuff. Here's the sundial. No, that is not the sundial. That's the fountain, the water fountain. Number 25. Or is it? Hold on. 25 and 25. Do they have 2 sundials that close to each other? No, I think that's a fountain because of that. I don't know. Here's the PT board. Nice little evergreen tree back there. Outdoor life. And then another CCC pendant. And a radio. And a horse. Good image of the fire tower. Good image of the sundial. Just look at that craftsmanship. Here's a guy sitting on the sundial. Okay. Army 8th barrack. Okay, so this is barrack number 8. You can see no other barrack around. Which is why I think it's this one. But I'm not 100% sure. I just think it's that one. Here's a great image of the Shell Knob CCC 3753 patch. That is a... just... look at the quality of this image. It's a beautiful, beautifully quality image. It's great. Maybe that is another sundial. I don't know. But you can see this is the outside of the rec room area, number 4. Yeah, recreation hall. Then we see this. I don't really know where this is. This doesn't immediately strike me. It also is weird because it's a 1940 California plate on it. So I don't know if this is the actual CCC Camp 3753 or not. It's also paved. I don't know. Here we can see a guy squatting in front of that thing I said earlier. Some guys hanging out. Another poor quality image, unfortunately, but it looks like the same one we saw earlier where I point out the evergreen tree. Here we can see some more military uniforms and stuff. Another military uniform. Good image of the equipment up here on top and stuff. You know, kind of give you an idea of the size. What does that say? Oh, if you have any ideas, please share. Yep, we're kind of coming down to the end. Yep. This is the first and the last photo. So, thank you all so much for watching this this video. If you did enjoy, please tell me why you enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy, more importantly, please tell me exactly why you didn't enjoy. I'm always trying to make this content better, and, you know, hearing, you know, how I can improve is always a helpful measure. So, did we look at this image? I don't think we did. Hold on. Here's this image. You can see old truck back there. We're going to look at these images. I can't remember if we did or not. I don't think we did, though. So we're just going to look at them, make sure, you know, just for completeness sake. See, nice. That road there. We have this, which is the top half of the image at the beginning of this. I'm going to try and stitch these together better and see exactly what it would have looked like. We have this image, and then, yeah. Yep. So thank you all so much for watching this video and for giving, you know, your time of day. Again, I am bound to make mistakes, and I'm not a perfect person. So please do tell me what I can improve on in the future. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye.